worldwide organization in the whole world, which can claim for the last 20 years or 15 years, my organization, when I was there, I am there, or even if I am not there, my organization headquarters celebrate the Christmas every year. And all Christian leaders, they come every year to Minhajul Quran. And I opened the mosque of Minhajul Quran for them to pray and to worship according to their own Christian religion. And I said, this is the sunnah and conduct of my Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He opened the mosque of Medina for the people of Najran, the Christians, to pray, and Habasha to pray according to their own religion. So I opened. So I gave the authorities, just 2 or 3 mullahs. They issued a newspaper statements, just one. This is not a good thing which Professor Qadri has done. But nobody in the whole world had a courage to rebut my act with authority or with evidence or argument. Nobody can say, but this is not the sunnah of Holy Prophet. So I took courage. So we have to take courage. We have to open the doors. So we opened the Muslim Christian Dialogue Forum, MCDF. We made together Muslim Christian peace walks. We have joint gatherings. We do joint, and the Christians last year they celebrated Mawlidun Nabi in the church. My son Hussein gave an address of Mawlidun Nabi in the church. And next year the Sikh temples, Hindu temples and the Christian churches, all those invited the Minhajul Quran people for celebration of, because they said, you are celebrating Christmas for the last 20 years and we are participating. Now in response they are coming forward. This is how we have to create an atmosphere of interaction, to understand each other. This is the time of peaceful coexistence. This is the sunnah of Holy Prophet. That's why Holy Prophet was not sent to Arabs. He was not raised for Muslims. He was raised for the whole mankind, for the whole universe, when he said, Ya Yuhannas, inni Rasulullah ilaykum jamiyya. Wa ma arsalnaka illa rahmatan lil alamin. He was raised as a mercy for the whole mankind, for believers and non-believers. This is, Islam is the religion of mercy, religion of passion, religion of compassion, religion of morality, religion of beneficence, religion of benevolence, religion of forgiveness, religion of peace. So these things are needed to be taught. And one last suggestion, I would just leave here in the air. I don't know how it would be taken is, I am dreaming, if some big nations should take a start to build up a global center for religions, one center under one roof, where the Muslims, the Jews, the Christians and other religions, all of those religions should pray, should live in their mosque, temple, synagogue and church under the same roof. And they should sit there in a joint council to give a message of peace to whole mankind together. I want this kind of Bayt Ibrahim, house of Abraham, or house of the global religions together, where all religions leaders should sit together. There should be a global assembly of religious leaders together. They should unite, because not only Quran gives the message of peace, the whole of Bible gives the message of peace. All Testaments give the message of peace. Old or New Testament. The Hindu religion gives the message of peace. Jewish religion gives the message of peace. Sikh religion gives the message of peace. And all other religions and humanities and the secular people, every person belonging to any domination or belonging to civil religion, for example, everyone has a message of peace, an idea of peace. So it should be discussed, given, and a code should be made under one roof. A big global house or assembly should be established for all religions, putting them together. Thank you.
Real quick.
So, unfortunately, we won't be able to have everybody stand in line. Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum. I really appreciate your lecture today, especially the talk about Kharijites, because I don't think I'd ever heard that aspect of today's Kharijites before. My question is, you've answered most of it in the previous question. Are the teachings of Minhaj al-Quran really being able to impact the youth of Pakistan, at least? In that, is it being able to counter the jihadi rhetoric that is coming up in their conversations and in some of the madrasas, for example, that we hear here? Also, what is America doing right and what is America doing wrong with its relationship with Pakistan in helping them fight terrorism. Like I hear when you say just war, there's the drone attacks versus there are people who look like non-combatants, but they are actually combatants, and so you don't know how to fight this war because you don't know who's the official, It's not like the battlefields of Badr and Uhud. So how is it, what is America doing right, and what can it do better with its fight against terrorism in Pakistan?
Thank you very much. I want to give my judgment on the political aspect of your question. America is doing right or wrong in relations with Pakistan. That is a separate question. But I would say this much, that capability should be established in every nation fighting terrorism on their own, so that there are no big reactions against the war of terrorism. They should be given encouraged. And then again depends on the question, how much would be the reliability? That's why there's a big question mark. That's why I want to answer more. Capability should be transferred to them, but at the same time the question comes about the reliability. So I will keep silent on that. This is their matter. White House and Pentagon should discuss and decide the question of reliability and transfer of capability. As far as what Minhajul Quran is doing, this is the first stance in Pakistan, history of Indo-Pak subcontinent. I established Minhajul Quran as an institution, and now, alhamdulillah, this is the only one university which is chartered by the government of Pakistan, which emerged as an Islamic institution, and now is not only Islamic university, it is a full-fledged university having all other disciplines. So what we have done, we have created an interaction between all disciplines. This is again, if you go back in the very old areas, centuries, there was a unity and uniformity in the system of Islamic education. The mufassirs, the specialist of tafsir, specialist of hadith, specialist of fiqh, specialist of aqidah, and specialist of science, of medical science, of mathematics, of cosmology, of anatomy, of botany, of embryology, of cosmology, of metaphysics, or astrophysics, all were coming from the same institution coming out. There was a level, up to this level would be a common education, common syllabus. After that, they used to start the specializations. Which was being done in Spain, Islamic period. This was done in Cordoba. It was done in Baghdad. It was being done in Damascus, in Nizamiya, in Nishapur, in all old great eras of Islamic history, when there was no segregation of the secular and religious sciences. One problem is this: now at present there is segregation. When I say no segregation, it means up to one level, all of them, the religious madrasas. I have not established a single madrasa in whole of country. Just a madrasa, an isolated study of religion creates problems. It creates narrow-mindedness, isolated study of religion. The boys studying in madrasa, they are never integrated with the society. They are not aware of the social circumstances, political circumstances, sociological developments, ecological developments, political, neighborhood, the regional developments, international. They are aware of nothing except a very old syllabi of the books, morely those syllabi which were compiled even 300 years before, and they are unable to fulfill the needs of today. The syllabi needs to be revised, updated, so that they may fulfill the needs of the present era. And number two, this segregation should be finished. Madrasa should be converted into big big schools. Religion should be studied as a discipline. But at the same time, they should study English, they should study sociology, they should study secular sciences, social sciences, medical sciences, engineering, all sciences up to a certain level. They should understand everything of this world. After that, then choices always are given. Like other schools, the secular schools, the same discipline and format should be adopted in that side too. They can specialize afterward in fiqh, in tafsir, in hadith, in morality, in Sufism, whatever they want to specialize. But at least they should have basic understanding of the knowledge of the world. So this is the second thing. We have established this model. If in Pakistan or anywhere anybody wants to follow, this is a charter university. It can be easily followed. Already a sample is there, working model and working sample. So I think awareness is being created. People are coming toward the same thing. The basic thing is that last thing, the madrasas, one is the narrow-mindedness, other is again the problem is lack of ability. They are not creating, some sciences are, for example, traditional, some are rational and intellectual. If the people are becoming a half-baked expert of traditional sciences and have no concern with rational sciences, this is the whole problem, the outcome which are coming from madrasas. No awareness of rational sciences and half-baked specialist of traditional sciences. They need full-fledged ability and full-fledged analysis and full-fledged comprehensive knowledge of traditional sciences, as well as a comprehension of the knowledge of the rational and the modernistic sciences of today. And there should be a beautiful combination and balance between the two. So we need a very big revision to revise the whole education system, religious and secular, they are both. And we need more expenditure and more spending on education. We need people to educate. And the last thing is the poverty, the economic and social factor. The poor families, their children are picked up by the terrorists, they are giving scholarships and they get money from various parts. And they are picked up because of their poverty, because they get everything free in those madrasas where they are made the narrow-minded people. And education is not available free in those poor countries. So there are maybe 80%, 75% families now, they can't afford education of their children. So they prefer sending their children to those institutions where even they get soap and oil free. Shoes and clothes are free. Everything is free. So they have become, there are many other reasons. We have to address all these reasons together in a totality, comprehensiveness. Thank you.
Would you like to come here? I have a lot of my questions. I want to take this occasion to thank Muhammad al-Qadri for demonstrating to us why many call him Sheikh al-Islam, and to express our appreciation for the fact that, given his busy schedule, that he came here. I would like to thank all of you for taking the time to come here, and just mention in passing that on Monday we will have a program on Somalia. If you're interested, you can contact the center if you haven't heard. We look forward to continuing this conversation. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.